I don't know many people who have it all figured out at 18, 19 years old. Like, there might be a couple people that, like, are really, like, I know what I want to do, and I'm going to do it, and I'm determined, and I'm focused, and I'm driven, and all this stuff. But for the most part, we're all just figuring it out.
But I also think that, like, not knowing and figuring it out is the beauty of life.
Take the lead, yeah, we taking charge. Mom and dad, the matriarch and patriarch. That's gonna have to do us part. Damn, my family got my heart, 100 exclamation marks. You know I'ma raise the bar.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Raise the Bar. I am Bret Green, aka Dad Got Bars. This is my lovely wife, Marlene.
Hello.
My favorite human in the whole wide world.
Oh, you're sweet.
And we are here to raise the bar on parenting, marriage, friendships, all things. We're just trying to be better.
You know, why not? Try.
Why not?
Always work on being better.
Got to. And today, you have...
I have a video to show you.
Yeah, you found something on the interwebs that you just had to show me.
Well, it just felt like, fuck it. Let's just, like, watch it, and then we can talk about it.
I love it.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, let's see if this works.
I wrote my parents a very desperate letter asking them to figure out how to fulfill my greatest dream, to be on Ed McMahon's Star Search. I do want to freeze time for a second because you only get a few of these moments in life to thank you on the stage for everything. All of it. All of it is because of you and the love you gave us and the beautiful childhood you gave us, and for believing in me long before I could grasp how to believe in myself. I love you so much. Thank you.
So I saw that, and I think that, like, there's something really unique, and you're so emotional when watching that because you're thinking of little baby girl and how much she is just, we just believe in her, whatever she's into. We're like, let's do it, girl. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Let's just do it. Let's just have a good time with it.
I think, though, when you've got young kids, like, the stakes are so low that you're like, you're 6. Yeah, follow your dream. You want to be a singer? You want to be a painter? You want to be whatever? Like, just do it. Because you can always change your mind.
Yeah.
And so it seems for us so easy to just encourage them to, like, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And it's sad because, like, as you get older, you lack that encouragement from people, whether it be family or whoever, to tell you, like, just follow your dreams.
Yeah.
Because as you get older, you're like, well, yeah, follow your dreams, but, like, oh, you're 18 now, so it's time for you to try to pick a career and whatever, which I know
That's happened
well
to me, yeah.
about. And so, yeah, it's to encourage your kids to follow their dreams past, being a little kid where, like, the stakes aren't that high. It's incredible. I don't know her story, but I mean, she clearly was giving a lot of credit to her parents, and I hope that one day our kids will do the same.
Yeah, and I think, like, as a parent watching something like that, it's interesting because, like, when you become a parent, you're still an individual and you are still a child to someone other, like to your parents, right? Like, my mom is still alive, your mom and your dad are still alive, and you are still their baby, right? And it's interesting because, like, us as parents, we view our babies as our babies, and like we want to be that for them. For you come from divorced parents where your mom has been a lot more present and supportive and excited about your dream. And your dad has been more distant and just tell me about your dream when it's happening, but not encouraging, not necessarily supportive. He supports you as, like, do
but
you,
not really
but
along
not
for the ride.
Yeah.
And not really doesn't really, not in the know, not every day in the thick of things, being like what's going on. Just more so,
or
like give
asking
me the highlights
every time, like, how was that audition? Did you get that call back?
Give me the highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, like, oh, I saw you on a commercial. Like, didn't even know you booked that commercial or whatever, you know? And your mom is like, she's fucking there. Your mom, she's a lot sometimes, but she's there for you and she loves you and she follows that dream and she encourages you to follow that and she doesn't try to change anything about that. And I think that, like, as a parent, with time have changed so much since when we were kids. And, like, what I really loved that she said, honestly, was that she didn't say me, she said us. As in, like, her and her siblings.
I saw that too, yeah.
And, like, for me, like, that's what resonated with me the most, is that her parents didn't treat her any differently, that she, as a child of theirs, like, saw that they loved her siblings as well. And, like, I think that that's really special because you, as a parent, you want both of, you know, for us, I'm going to say both of our kids because we only have 2 right now, but, like, you want your children to know that you love them, that you support them as individuals and as a family. And I just really appreciated that she said that. It, like, really resonated with me. And it just, like, and I like that she was very, like, she mentioned their childhood because one of the first questions, if you start therapy, which you love therapy, I love therapy, I encourage everyone to do therapy. One of the first things that you even start to talk about is your childhood. Because a lot of shit stems from your childhood. What happened? What was your relationships like? Were your parents divorced? What was that experience? Whatever it may be, everything stems from your childhood. So how much do you think, knowing that, like, she thanked her parents and hearing her say that, thinking of our kids, what does that look like? Like, what does support look like to you as our kids get older and their interest changes?
I think I would like to think that I understand that everything in life is fluid. It's constantly changing. I want to try to remember that they don't need to have it all figured out by the time they graduate high school or by the time they pick a major in college or whatever. And try to encourage them to not feel this need to have it all figured out and have a plan and know, like, because that I think that's part of the pressure that we put on, put on kids is probably a lot of reason why people either drop out of college or don't even get into college, or after college hit this wall and spiral, is because, like, you feel all this pressure to have it all figured out.
Yeah.
And enter this,
You don't have to.
No, enter the workforce and how old are you when you graduate college? Like 21? Like maybe 22? Like you're a baby. You know what I mean? Like you might have just graduated with a mathematics degree and you're all excited about going and being a mathematician, and all of a sudden you realize I hate math.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, cool, let's pivot. And so I think for me as a parent, I want to be able to provide that perspective to our kids to be like, because we'll be, by the time they're, in their 20s, we'll be in our 50s, late 50s, and it'll be like,
that's still
hey,
young.
Listen, like, you are a baby still. You have nothing but time. I don't want to force my kids to make a decision.
Wait, I'm going to be in my 60s when our kids are in their 20s.
Well, early when they graduate from college, like it's like early 20s, we'll be in our 50s. And I don't want to force them to make a decision and have it all figured out and know what you're doing, and constantly trying to encourage them, like, you are so young and you have nothing but time to figure it out and change your mind and screw up and land on your feet and get back up and dust yourself off and try again.
Yes.
And like how many times literally, like, millennials, how many times are we going to see this stupid freaking Facebook or Instagram or whatever post where it's like, did you know that Oprah didn't get her start till she was 32? And Steve Jobs didn't start Apple until he was. It's like, but those are important, like little like reminders.
It's just reminders
to be like, hey,
you don't have to have it figured out in your 20s or in your teens.
But especially now, kids that are like, and who knows what it'll be like when our kids are older, but kids that now are like, oh, my classmates or my peers or these other kids that are my same age are like famous on YouTube and they make millions of dollars. Or like, oh, there's a kid my age on TikTok and he's a billionaire or Mr. Beast or whoever these outliers are that kids compare themselves to. It's like, you don't need to be Mr. Beast or whoever these other, like whoever you think is like has this super glamorous, amazing life that you want. Like, I don't know, like you've got time. Like I don't know many people who have it all figured out at 18, 19 years old. Like there might be a couple people that like are really like, I know what I want to do and I'm going to do it and I'm determined and I'm focused and I'm driven and all this stuff. But for the most part, we're all just figuring it out.
But I also think that like not knowing and figuring it out is the beauty of life. Is like makes you more mature and makes you more like more when you're older and you've tried a million things and you've done tons of different things. Like I think that like that's actually like the magic is not knowing what you want to do. And I think like I got this advice from a mentor that said, just do what you love right now. Find a job and what you're into right now. Don't think of the future. Don't think of your experience. If you want to change jobs, look for something that you're into right now. And I started to feel that way. I came from I've been at the same company for 10 years and I've loved it. And it has been such a passion of mine for so long. And you know how much I love my job. But I started there single. We met while I was there. We got married while I was there. We had 2 kids while I was there. But after we had our first daughter, I constantly was like, I really want to work for a children's brand. Like my passion and love shifted. And I would try to push us as a brand to like get more into like, why don't we do anything for Mother's Day or for Father's Day? Like, why are we not like focusing on like families and this and kids and parents and like that just wasn't the brand I worked for. It's just not that brand. But like I was wanting to be a part of, like I wanted that. And so like it's okay for things to shift and like evolve as you evolve in your life. And so like when my niece and nephew like ask like when he's like our nephew is trying to figure out his career, I'm like, don't think about what you need to do 5 years from now. Just do what you like right now. Because like every single job you have is only going to help the next job. It is only going to give you the better experience in the future. And so like for our kids, when I think about like that post or like that speech that Rachel McAdams gave as she was getting her like star plaque on, Hollywood Boulevard, it's this feeling of like her parents probably, I don't know, and she didn't say, but like they just encouraged her to do what she loved at that moment, whatever it was. She decided at a young age or whatever age it was that she wanted to be an actress. And instead of telling her that that is not a realistic job, that is not a realistic dream, they encouraged her, they supported her, and they just watched her go through it.
And she didn't realize until she was much older, probably, where she was like, "Oh my gosh, like none of this would have been possible."
My parents didn't tell me like, "What are you doing? You need to give it up. It's been years and you haven't gotten a job.
Yeah,
quit." Or, okay, like that role was whack. Do something else, and like, or whatever it is. Like they never. It sounds like from her saying that is that they always believed in her, and like that's our job as parents. Just believe. Your kid wants you to believe in them and not put them down.
They need you to.
Yes.
They need someone
that gives them the confidence to do what they want to do. And I think that parents also forget that, like, my mom used to say this phrase to me, and I don't know if it's like my mom's Hispanic, and she's from the Bronx, and she's raised.
She's raised
in a different type of life than I was. And she used to always say, I brought you in this world and I can take you out of it.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate that phrase.
Like
you're going to kill me? You're gonna kill me,
like,
Mom?
I know.
You're
never
gonna
really
take
truly,
me out of this world?
Yeah, like I never
what
truly
the
understood
fuck?
it, but like she would say this phrase of like, I brought you in this world and I can take you out of it. And
that's
like,
literally a threat to kill you.
But I think like no. But I think I think taking you out of it is taking away your thoughts and your dreams and your confidence to live life. I don't know if she mentally thinks of it that way. Like maybe we can ask her one day.
I've always taken that
as like, I'll kill you.
Yeah, I brought you into this world and I'll take you
extreme.
out of it. Yeah, it's a threat.
Yeah, but like it's just like so interesting because like I think as a parent, like you just love and encourage your kids.
Yeah.
When you love and encourage them, they feel confident. Now, I'm not gonna tell
Kid name.
like you're the best at everything. You're the best. No, it takes work to be the best. And you will never be the best because to every single person, there's a different perspective of the best. Mm-hmm. And you have to be okay with that. Like, I think like there was a time when we were doing our like silly football wife. You were asking me questions about football and like I would make whatever. I was learning about the sport and I would make comments and I would say things. And then what you would receive on comments from people that would follow and listen and make comments and maybe say something negative about me, you would get very defensive and you would share it with me. And I'd be like, babe, who fucking cares? Like, it's okay that they have that perspective. It's okay that they think that because they were from a different life. They're from a different perspective. They think differently than we do. And that's totally fine. And I think like I actually wonder, sitting here thinking and talking and saying this out loud, I wonder if that is the magic to teach your children, is that not everyone is going to love the things that you say and not everyone is going to love the things that you do. And that is the beautiful thing about life, that it's okay for people to think differently because if everybody thought the same and did the same, then this world would be boring and no one has to like you and everybody can like you, but just be happy in the middle.
Someone's got to be the one that shakes it up and makes it
and
interesting.
like, and that's okay. Like, fuck it. Give me that perspective that's different so we can debate about it or we can talk about it. Or you know what? Teach me. Change my perspective because I didn't live the life that you lived. So teach me the way that you did things. So I wonder if like going back to like Rachel McAdams. So going back to Rachel McAdams' speech, when her speech was about to be about her career, she chose that and she said something so beautiful. She said, you don't often have moments where you can say this on the stage. And she also said, I just want to freeze time for a moment. And for her to say that really shows that she's probably someone I would assume that knows how to stop and be present in a moment. And I think that that's truly a gift. And I wonder how you could practice that. Like for you, what are ways that you practice being like present in a moment?
Well, especially with the kids, I think I have to remind myself all the time that this is like it's so hard because it's all relative. Like you only know them as like these little kids, but you have to have the vision to know that they are going to be grown someday. They're going to be adults. They're going to be teenagers and then adults and whatever. And so I think just constantly trying to remind myself that they are only this little for like this long.
Yeah.
And
but like I almost challenge you to think like for you yourself when you're not with the kids. Like when do you find times to be present in a moment that's not related to the kids?
I think the moment will speak to you sometimes. Like sometimes it'll be, whether it's like you're at like a big event or something that just feels special, mm-hmm. and you're like, I want to just like remember this.
Yeah.
How
do you mentally like tell yourself to remember it?
I think it's just a feeling. I think you get a feeling of like this is gonna be a memory someday, and I want to like remember like everything about this.
When was the last time you had that thought?
This is so silly. This is definitely not the last time, but for whatever reason,
it's coming up.
For whatever reason, as you're talking about this is so silly.
Okay, that's okay.
But for whatever reason, as you're talking about this, and I'm like picturing like a time where I wanted to like stop and just like remember what I was doing and like whatever.
Yeah.
Was that the Drake concert that we went to?
Oh my God, that's years ago.
I know.
That's a long time
Not
ago.
the last time. It's just a memory. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like it's. I'm thinking of it as you're
Yeah,
talking about this.
yeah.
We went to a concert to go in LA at the Staples Center back when it was a Staples Center. To go see Drake. And
God, it was such a good show.
he was just playing like all
hit
of these
after hit. You forget.
Yeah, like all of these
Yeah,
bangers. and,
yeah,
like
you
every
fucking
single
forget.
song you knew.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I know all of these songs. And it was just one of those moments where you're like, I just want to like,
Soak this up.
you look around and everyone's like got their phones out and they're filming. Like, I don't, what am I? I'm not going to watch this video again. I just want to remember. Like, I just want to remember this moment.
Yeah.
Which is, or like a beautiful sunset. Just a moment with like the two of us, I can't think of like a specific one off the top of my head, but
Damn.
where there's like
Okay.
I'm sorry, yesterday at 11:47 p.m. we were both sitting there. I think there's a lot of moments where you're just like, but yeah, I think a lot of them do go back to moments with
The kids.
you and the kids, and
Yeah.
that's the whole world right now, and for the foreseeable future or for the rest of our lives is just the family.
Yeah.
And being like, that's the most important thing. So when those moments happen, it's like, that's when I typically will stop and just like try to slow down time and be like, I just want to stay here.
Anyways,
That's what it's
live
all about.
present.
That's what life
Look
is all
at some
about.
birds.
Yeah,
Look at the
stay in the
sunset.
moment, stay present, do
And
your
appreciate
thing.
your parents and them, or be a parent that allows your child to follow their dream.
Or yeah, if your parent didn't let you follow your dream, be like, I'm gonna break the cycle. I'm gonna be the one that does let my kid, because life is too short to just go get a job and try to like be successful and make money and all. No, like let your kid do their thing. They got plenty of time to be successful and make money and do all that.
They'll do it if you believe in them and you
Yeah.
let them follow whatever they're into. They will be successful.
And if you're watching this with your kiddos and the kiddos are watching me right now, follow your dreams. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, like, comment, do what you got to do. Share it. We're trying to grow this thing, and I know we are because of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Bye.